In 1970, a red-headed dyslexic college student named Paul Orfalea borrowed $5,000 to open a tiny 100-square-foot copy shop in Isla Vista, California. Nestled next to a hamburger stand near UC Santa Barbara, the space was small, but Paul's vision was massive. The underdog with an eye for opportunity. Paul wasn't your typical entrepreneur. He struggled in school due to ADHD and dyslexia. But what the classroom couldn't teach, life did. He noticed students constantly needing copies, resumes, and paper for class. So he rented a copier and decided to charge a small markup to students. He named his shop Kinko's, a nickname based on his curly red hair. It started with just one copier, open late hours to match student life. But that one machine turned into 2, then 10, and then hundreds, because Paul wasn't selling copies. He was solving problems. What made Kinko's special wasn't just the services, it was the service. Paul prioritized 24-hour operations, unheard of at the time, customer-first mentality, and something rare in corporate America, employee ownership. Kinko's operated as a partnership model, where individual store managers had equity. This decentralized ownership lit a fire under every location, creating hundreds of mini entrepreneurs across the country. Orfalea described Kinko's as organized chaos. There were no uniforms, no rigid structure, but there was freedom. Employees could express themselves, try new things, and be themselves. It became a magnet for creatives, students, and entrepreneurs. As desktop publishing took off in the 80s and 90s, Kinko's evolved from a copy shop to a one-stop business service hub, offering printing, design, faxing, resumes, and internet access before most homes had dial-up. By the year 2000, Kinko's had grown to 1,200-plus locations worldwide, 23,000-plus employees, billions in revenue. The exit, $2.4 billion payday. In 2004, FedEx acquired Kinko's for $2.4 billion, later rebranding it as FedEx Office. Paul Orfalea had already stepped away from the company in 2000, but he walked away from the journey with hundreds of millions, a massive return on a $5,000 loan, and a hustle-driven heart. The legacy? Paul didn't stop. He became a philanthropist, an advocate for learning disabilities, and a guest professor of entrepreneurship at USC and UC Santa Barbara. His journey proves this: you don't need to be perfect to win, just relentless, creative, and customer-obsessed.